Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker, the game that is impossible to decipher because the riddles are not riddles, they're just, everything is just wanting to kill us, and everything did kill us. Well, didn't kill Gilladel, but the game might as well end when anybody dies here, because I don't have... Oh, stop that. Just stop that. Is Gilladel gonna be okay? Maybe. Because we are separated. You might notice that, yeah, you're gonna attack over there. You might notice that, Octavia casts that, okay. We also have Scorching Ray, let's try that. That we only have 3 people in our team. Normally we have 4. What's up with that? Oh no, why are you doing... Why? What's up with that? Indeed, good question. That is a good question. The thing is, we're trying to burn the flower at the same time in 2 planes, and we're trying to do that without cell phones, which is kind of difficult. And that's basically the gist of it. It's super difficult. Also, I don't want to go over there because I think that's going to teleport me. And also, him is going to be 1 shot to death if I so much as let him get in range of that huge tank that's coming our way. That's effectively what it is. It's a tank, and the tank likes targeting different enemies. You know, different, not enemies, not our enemies. Its enemies. So let's fall back with you, and let's attack over here again. We'll be okay, mind you. I mean, look at how. Yeah, we got this. We got this. I mean, I don't reliably have this. And with you jerks missing. Is that a kill? Nope. No, that's almost him dying. Oh, good job! Good job, Colonel. Oh no, that's not... I don't even know what happened to Arim. He's just sort of died. Oh, we need to apply fire? Oh, that's interesting. Go for it. Yeah, you're gonna apply some other things as well. So it's a tree ant. Is it acid? No, she's still casting it. There we go. Oh my god. So we are basically propelled into this battle, whether we like it or not. There's barely any time to save, if any. Which is to say, there's no. And we can still cast some Cure Critical Wounds. We gotta level up on this side anyway. And I can save. Okay, now where's the rest of the team? What do I do? I don't know. Let's try and skin these. That's that? If I'm not gonna fight with the other ones... If I'm not gonna fight with the other ones, this is officially game ruining. Game ruining. Oh, I'm gonna... Okay, it's not ruined. Even though I don't even know what happened there. Okay, not ruined. Game rescued. Okay, let's heal her. Although the whole thing about having to be at the same time is sort of worrying me right now a little bit. I should have items that will allow me to heal her, which I will use. Madritium Turius, of course. I like how she pronounces it differently. Let's see. So we have the type. Do we have Cure Light Wounds? Did we stop picking up Cure Light Wounds? I mean, stop finding them, really, because I pick up everything. I think we did. That's quite kind of interesting. Cure Light Wounds has not been completely lost, though, over here. So, you... Oh, this game does a weird thing. That. It doesn't... I don't like that I heard you equip things. Yeah, it doesn't let you put stacks in your belt. Which is realistic, and I bet it's I bet it's based on the... Well, I would bet, I don't bet, but I would bet that it's based on the tabletop rules. But the problem is, like, you can use things from your inventory in combat. It doesn't... There's no reason why they would... It's just making it more annoying. If you couldn't... Like, if it were a matter of, like, in Pillars of Eternity, where you can only use items from your quick bar, you can't use them from the inventory. At least the first game, the first Pillars of Eternity was like that. Then that's pretty cool, because you need to prepare. And you need to have all these things, and it's pretty awesome, and I love it. But that one is just not... I don't love it. I don't love it at all. There's enemies in here, aren't there? Oh, yeah. There's a giant fly trap. Because, of course, there is. What kind of game would this be without a giant fly trap? And please don't be locked. It is not locked. Not the fly trap. The fly trap, I would be okay with it being locked. There is the plant. There's a lot of things. Okay. We should be able to destroy this. No problem whatsoever. This is a tremendous team. As long as the flight trap attacks Valerie. And is she fighting defensively? She is. Yeah, this is fantastic. She's not going to hit much, but, you know, at least she has +2 action armor class. I shouldn't have done it like that. Oh, what? Why are we... No. Also, what? What? Okay. It's good, I think. Are we in combat? Yes, we are. Oh my god! Valerie, go over there. Fast. Okay. Yeah, it's summoning things. We can't do anything to the flower, though. So it doesn't really matter what the portals are doing. It's just sort of telling me that bad things will happen. And they are. And also... Oh. We need 2 fronts. How would I know that? Oh, no. Of course I didn't save. Did I save? I think I saved just before. Do you have controlled fireballs? That's a nice thing to have. Go for it. Yeah, Gillidel's gonna die. I have barely any doubt this matriarch is gonna kill her. Oh, Gilladel can die without... Okay, that's... No, actually, she's not dying. She's just unconscious. It's fine. She's okay. I promise you, death is not like you think it is. Not in that particular encounter. There's 2 hydras. No, there's a spider on top of a hydra. And I know that sounds horrible, but it isn't. It's fine. Okay, and then I'm gonna send this one over there. That's a matriarch. So it should be fine. All things considered. I really do enjoy that sound. Magic Missiles is one of my favorite spells of any time. And while this one is not Minoleta's Magic Missile, is it Minoleta? Or Archimere? Is it Archimere? I don't remember. From the Dungeons and Dragons. Minoleta is Pillars of Eternity, I think. Okay, okay. At least we haven't seen a dragon, so, you know, there's that. Life's good. We are missing a lot, though, so this spider is... What kind of armor class does it have that I'm missing this much? Because it's missing a lot, because it's trying to attack... Oh, concealment. Right, that's what my spell... That's what Gilladel has, I think. Maybe. There you go. Yeah, it's an invisible... It's an invisible spider. Of course it was going to be a pain. We're also going to do something here, because the plant doesn't do much. I'm going to do this, see if I can resurrect you, which I can't. I can. This is how it works. Okay, so it's like It's like Dungeons and Dragons 3, where that's basically how it works. If you have negative health, that's how it works. The flower's mysterious glow fades, allowing you to take it's a magical glow, allowing you to take a closer look at this strange thing. Once a thing of beauty and elegance, now the dried flower barely clings to the wilted stalk. Don't shame me. I was the one that burned it. All the moisture abandoned the plant along with its magic glow. The petals have become gray and sagging, like the wings of a wounded bird. Normally they would become red, because that's how it happens when a plant dies. And if they're not completely dead, they would be purple. Some plants have permanent purple leaves, which is pretty cool. Anyway, it looks like only the root, which clings desperately to the cave floor, still maintains some life. Octavia taps her chin with her finger, pensive. I realize this plant is an instrument of evil, she says, but must we destroy it? All it wanted was to bloom. Do not delay and perform your duty, says Valerie. burn this spawn of another world down to protect your people. It's time to finish. No, it is time, says Harim. Finish what you started. Send this flower to oblivion. So this is where those ugly things came from, says Amiri. Well, what are you waiting for? Burn it to hell. With a capital H as well. Which is raises all manner of questions. But this game capitalizes a lot of things that it shouldn't capitalize. It's beautiful, says Jathal. Destroying it would be a crime. Yeah, paying attention to you jerks is the real crime, so I'm not gonna do that. Pay attention to any of you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna examine the flower first. Once proud and bright, the plant has lost all its charms. I would disagree, but the narrator doesn't. Anyway, it looks wilted and beyond salvation. That's one of the charms. The only part that still maintains some signs of life is a feeble root which desperately clings to the soil. It's like the rewritten version of that other line. So I can take a part of the flower's root, try to dry a petal, or burn the flower. Dry a petal. No, take a dry petal. Yeah, I'm gonna take a dry petal and instead of the root, and see if we can study it. As you touch the petal, it crumbles into dust, and the dust settles to the ground around the plant. Okay, I'm just gonna burn the plant then. A single spark is enough for the flower to catch fire. As if in pain, the plant writhes, desperate. It's just the water evaporating and going past. Desperately trying to avoid the flames engulfing it. Again, it's the water, the way... Anyway, moments later it collapses and it disintegrates into ash. The flower is extinguished, it will never grow again, and all that remains is a twisted, blackened root. Which we should take, by the way, for science. See how... What are you doing, Amiri? She was just shaking all about. And not in the nice way, just doing, I don't know. She looked like a dog. Just sort of whenever a dog gets wet with water. Was that the point? Was she wet with water? Because of the... I don't know. So, we have an arcane trickster over here in the shape of Octavia, which is great. So, we are gonna get... No, these are the prerequisites. What are we getting? I can't read this one. I don't understand that. I'm sure it's possible. I don't know if this game has a manual. I wonder if the game has a manual. Maybe it will explain how to read that whole thing. So let's go with these, and mobility maybe, stealth. Let's go with stealth. We're never gonna get stealth up to the levels of the other ones, but unless I stop the other ones. So we have two level 5 spells. Joy of Joyce. Can I click? Thank you. So polymorph, transmutation. What is your... I forget your hiccup. Not the hiccup. I forget your best. I can see from here. It is transmutation. Great. So that's pretty good. So angelic aspect is for self, which is sort of nice, but it's not really for her. You take on an aspect of an angelic being, including some of its physical characteristics. You gain resistance to acid and cold, and defense rating, I think, maybe. Damage resistance, 5 versus evil. You also gain a +2 deflection bonus again to armor class, +2. Yeah, it's not really that great. It's greater for Harim, which he has. He has that. And in fact, it says over there, spell available to Harim. Animal growth, though. The target animal grows to twice its normal size and 8 times its normal weight. This that's really interesting. It's just increased size to animals. Of course, it's better if you have an animal companion. I suppose it works if you have not beast shape. If you have summons, because they are also animals. We do have beast shape though, which I'm not very fond of. You change the subject into a dog. It can't attack. Its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma drops to 1. No, it doesn't. He's a good boy. He's very smart and charismatic. Maybe not wise. But anyway, it loses any ability it had to cast spells or use spell-like abilities. Its movement speed is increased by 10 feet, though. Feet is a measure of distance. I can't understand what that is. That's a transmutation. That's a permanent duration? What? Any polymorph effect on the target are automatically dispelled when a target fails to resist the effects of baleful polymorph. Affected by target spell resistance. Fortitude save, though. And as long as a baleful polymorph remains in effect, the target cannot use the polymorph spells or effects to assume a new form. Baleful polymorph is a curse effect. Incorporeal creatures are immune to baleful polymorph. That is pretty good. That's just like, that's the transform, or that's the Dungeons and Dragons 2 had a spell like this. And you could apply it to anybody and transform them into chickens, which was nice. Genie kind, nah. Elemental body, nah. Echolocation, probably not. This gives you blind sight to a range of 40 feet. And polymorph, one friendly creature. That one is an enemy creature, though. Well, any creature for that matter. The spell transforms an allied creature into a leopard or a small elemental. The subject may choose to resume its normal form as a full round action. Doing so ends the spell for that subject, which is kind of good. I don't know why you'd want to be a leopard, though. I'm sure there's, like, ways of being amazing with that, I'm sure. So what do I want? Stone Skin Communal. That sounds like a lovely time. All allies within 30 feet gain resistance to blows, cuts, stabs, and slashes. They gain the damage resistance 10 / adamantite, which is a type of resistance. I think it ignores the first 10 points of damage each time it takes damage from a weapon, though an adamantite weapon overcomes the reduction. Once the spell has prevented a total of 10 points of damage per caster level, to a maximum of 150, it is discharged. So they gained the R is damage reduction rather than, yeah, not damage resistance. Gotcha. That's kind of good, actually. Do I want that a lot? I want that a lot, don't I? Shadow Evocation. You tap the energy from illusory wall. Each disbelieving creature takes only 1/5 damage from attack. Wait, what does it do? A quasi-real illusory version of a fireball, lightning bolt, shout, volcanic storm, or ice storm spell. Spells that deal damage have normal effects unless an affected creature succeeds at a will save. Each disbelieving creature takes only 1/5 damage from the attack, regardless of the result of the save to disbelief. An affected creature is also allowed any save or spell resistance that the spell being simulated allows, but the save difficulty class is set. Is that C? Does that stand for class? It's set. It's DC. It's set according to Shadow Evocation's level, which is the 5th, rather than the spell's normal level, which is 3 or whatever the type of spell we're doing. Which is nice, actually. Although for most part they don't scale with spells anyway, so it's sort of pointless. The resistances don't scale with spells. Or with levels, rather. As far as I can tell, anyway. The game doesn't tell you that. There's all sorts of meta magic that allows you to just have empowered spells and whatnot, but yeah. So, Stone Skin Communal is where I'm going, and you can't stop me. Not that one! You can't stop me, game! There we go. And, complete. Let's see if I can give you some... Let's sort this by date. No, you have learned all that you have to learn. And you also gained more spell points, or more spell slots, most likely. Yes, you did, of course. Of course you did. So Bull Strength, all of those come for free, because she can cast those... Can she cast those? No, she can apply that over there, which is a different thing. Yeah, we don't use those, though. The web is nice to have, but, yeah, it's fine. I want to shape the enemy into attacking my tanks rather than the other way around. So Baleful Polymorph, we got the communal things. That's just lovely, honestly. We're gonna need a little bit more than that, but that's just lovely. I don't know, where do we get these? Why is it purple and... Is that opposition school? No, I don't get it. Anyway, level ups and just great joy and amazingness, because we have murdered the plant. We have saved everybody. And a lot of people fled, being like, oh, your country will die without these people. No, they came here the first time around. They'll come here again. It's all fine. And also, we don't tax people anyway, as it is. So, what is there to die? I hunt for my own food. Do we actually? Do we tax? The game is very confused about those particular political things. Let's see. Yeah. So, I want this. Oh, by the way, This is apparently not great. Thank you for telling me, by the way, in the comments. So she needs dexterity. He does need a constitution, though. So let's try and do something with that. So he's got giant strength. That's just the strength. That's constitution. So if I give him that, and then if I give her this, that's better. And the reason for that is the dexterity also affects to hit chance, and she does get affected because she keeps throwing things. I forgot about that. She keeps throwing things, so she needs definitely attack rating. It's not that big of a deal. It's only 5 percentile points of to hit chance, but because her to hit chance is so bad anyway, it's actually a lot more of a deal than it would be for somebody who is very good, because that's how diminishing returns with percentile points works. But I won't bore you to death or at all with that, so I'll shut up. No, where's the thing that we got? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's not. Cypress Queen's Crown. This once belonged to an ancient fae. An expert in antiquities may find it interesting. Yeah, but he may also not tell me anything new, because that's what he does, the jerk. There's a lot of things in here, though, so that's nice. Oh, and there's a masterwork bastard sword, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. We do need those. I think we might have that. And have a ginormous sword. Then a bastard. Wait. No. What exactly are we talking about here? As a one-handed weapon. Right. It sucks. Thank you. I hate it. It's not how it goes. How is it the thing? Thank you, I hate it? Maybe. Maybe it's thank you, I hate it? Oh, thank you so much, I hate it? I don't know. I'm not hip with the kids. Also, the kids don't say that one, because it's old. It's old. I don't know. I don't know anything. We are getting nice stuff, though. Potion of Displacement, Banded Mail +3. That sounds fantastic. And that's the way out as well, which also sounds fantastic. I don't think we came in through here. Oh, that's how you got over there. Ah, that's great. And we're going to go into a crack. Ah, the cracks. This game loves its cracks. Who doesn't love their cracks? Heavy banded armor. Let's see. Is it good? It is not very good. It is interesting because it's a +3, but just the dragon scale is just fantastic on its face. It's not really that great at all. That's interesting that it's not that great. I thought, yeah. Like, that's weird. It's not even medium. I don't even know what a banded armor is supposed to be. Can you tell me what it is? No. I don't know. Like, in a historical sense, what it is. Masterwork Elven Curved Blade. I mean, Hair Splitter over here, which is a +1 in stock. Which is a two-handed weapon as far as... No, it is not. That's not in a stock then. That's a rapier. That's the difference. That's literally the difference. And a stock is a rapier that you use in two hands. Oh, I can use a rapier in two hands then. And it is a stock? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It wasn't made to be in a stock, but a slab of stone wasn't made to be a table, and still you'll use it as a table, and you'll call it a table if you use it as a table. Because items, well, things, they're not really what we call them. They function as what we call them. There's a whole thing about that as well. I remember in university, many years back, hearing the term for... Specifically in the context of understanding archaeological register, because I studied archaeology, as I might have mentioned before. The school of studying the specific details. We need to go back there, don't we? The specific details of understanding items in the world as what they are used for, rather than the typology. Oh, nice. That's really nice. Rather than the typology. I say typology, but it might not be the correct word either, because there's all sorts of ologies and things. But rather than what we categorize them as, like, for example, you see something that looks like a comb, that you comb your hair with, and but was it used as a comb? Maybe it was used as a I don't actually know the name of the English machine, or the English name for the machine. How do you... Oh, what? Valerie made a perception check. Did she now? Maybe she saw that. The thing where you make not lines, but like string to weave. Or a weaving machine. Right. There's combs there. Footprints on the wet soil near the hut lead north. Sure, of course. I mean, I'm going north because I saw that over there. Yeah, we're definitely doing things in here. The bark fallen off the tree indicates that someone ran along the trunk with amazing agility. On the other side of the tree, you can see human footprints. They lead north. Again, I don't know if they're human. They might as well be fae. They might as well be elves or orcs. Yes. You need to be very careful when you use that word in this setting. This is weird. Was I supposed to get that before? Because I have been here. Naturally. But that's not the way. Maybe that's the way. And also it's starting to rain, which is a pain, because it's going to slow us down. Yeah, it doesn't do anything here. Let's click there. Oh! Perception check. Maybe it is. The footprints lead to an inconspicuous animal path that leads deeper into the woods. Let's go. Just go, just go. What is that all about? I don't know what that's all about, and I need to go back home because there's exclamation marks. Oh. Okay, okay. We're gonna figure it out. So, if I go over there, that's only 7 hours. That's reasonable. I can do that. Yeah. And we can go there. How long can it... What? Okay, I'll be right back. I have other things to do. You guys are jerks. Where are we? There we are. Yeah, I don't fully understand how we're supposed to do that. Mystic circles. Mysterious news of the local citizens are complaining of gigantic multicolored mushrooms. I don't know why they would complain about that, but they do because they're jerks. The triumph has been achieved though, and we have gained Divine Bite +8, which is incredible. Mind you. It is phenomenal. The High Priest, Harim, had a vision telling him that the mushrooms had emerged from the first world. He had his clergy hold a ritual to restore the borders between the worlds, and the giant mushrooms withered right before the peasants' eyes. Okay. Well, that's good. It's good news. And we have things over there. Sure. We only have one thing over here, though. Finding Ivar. Or Ivar. Order your trackers to start looking... Don't tell me what to do. Choose a device. Shut up. What is this? It doesn't even have... Who the heck is Ivar? Ivar? Why? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand why we'd... I don't know why that is. Why that showed up. So Harim can go in here. We're gonna need to buy things, but that's not a problem. Research into the nature of the curse for Ken. Yeah, we're probably gonna do that because those give us nice things. Octavia can't do anything. This is for Octavia. This is for the storyteller. This is for Casil. This is for Mordwin. Morwen, not Mordwin. I named her. So that's the curse. Side 3, yeah. Okay, so 3. So we have one thing here for Harim, and I can do that in a little bit. So he can stay there looking at us being like, I'm behind a card over here. Can't do anything about the advisors because we don't have those unlocked. We should also have the... Did I tell you that I installed the DLC? One DLC, anyway. Because I have things. This is never going away, apparently. But such is life. We got Morwen over here. We have all of them still busy. Morwen still busy. Very many people need me. So there it is. Pretty straightforward. I can't do anything about this one, so that's you. Let's purchase some things, and just purchase. Can I write in there? Yeah, absolutely. And I can start the project. I can now. Oh, don't give me. We're good. Okay, now we can go back to our mad search for things. But more than anything, I'm trying to... The Lonely Hunter and the Scary Box, I'm trying to figure out what that is supposed to be. Ivar the Hunter calls himself the Dragon's Voice. Ah, so that's what that is. Just trying to connect the names here. Protector of the village, and apparently, among other people, or among other things, he protects it from those who claim the right to rule here. We should find him and deal with this situation, or with the man himself, which is also the situation. The Nixie called Lika told us about the, quote, scary box, unquote, and the people in the cave who want to retrieve it. We should find the box and deal with this problem before any real trouble starts. You know what? I can deal with that trouble in a little bit, so I'll go back, and we'll be okay. We also have to... No, that's not where I want to go. That's where I want to go. That's a shame. It's too far away. It's fine. We have a lot of things to do over there. So, and we are definitely way more advanced in the time. Like, we are not strapped for time as far as I can tell. We're totally fine here. Apart from the fact that there's always more when saying things to us. Unless the developers fix it, which I don't see that happening actually.
Your Grace, if I may, I just need a moment of your time. I feel it only proper to honor the fallen. Things have gone horribly wrong in our barony of late. The victims are counted in the hundreds. It will take a long time for the barony to return to its former state. We can make it, of course, but we must remember that it won't be due to our efforts alone. There are those who fought and died, sacrificed themselves to make this possible. One in particular, especially, Keston Gares. In our darkest hour, he stood at the head of the militia and spared the barony from popular unrest. If not for him, the crowd at the square would have been much bigger and much angrier. Keston fell defending this city, and I believe it's our duty to honor his memory. Now, with the capital finally returning to a semblance of normalcy, I think we should consider commemorating Keston. I think the people would appreciate knowing that we don't forget those who fight alongside us.
We should appreciate the people, not... Jod, you poor summer child. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, sure, whatever. But his well, not sole argument, but his last argument in favor of commemorating Keston is that the people would appreciate. If you want to make the people appreciate it, celebrate the people instead. How about that? Can I do that? Can I do that? Maybe I can't. Probably can't. Well, let's see. Why don't we convert the old prison into a guard headquarters? We could name it after Keston. We don't have the resources right now, Jod. It's going to take all we have to finish the rebuilding the capital. Keston's death was his own fault. I won't spend our limited resources glorifying such a failure. That sounds like exactly what I would say.
You ungrateful...
You ungrateful.
That failure didn't hesitate to give his life defending you and this barony of
He didn't defend it very well.
I have to go. I'm sorry to take your time.
I'm sorry that you took my time. It's Harim. Harim looks at you attentively from under his bushy brow. A god's crier has come onto your lands, but he's not another one of Caden's Barker or Erastil's preachers. Oh no, he's a priest of the speakers of the depths of ancient gods, of whose names are forgotten in these lands. He bears the message of the speakers of the ancient gods, of the speakers, to your subjects, and he is... Come on. And he has already? Yes. He has already gathered his first worshippers. I see no reason to interfere, even though I saw a lot of reason to interfere with the whole Lamashtu thing. But anyway, let the people choose whatever faith they wish, except for that Lamashtu faith that I didn't like. But, for no reason whatsoever. But people are displeased, mainly the followers of Erastil. And among our citizens there are many. They say that evil hides under the cover of this strange religion, but this is folly. Don't we know that they are registered either as a good religion or as an evil religion? That's how it works with our alignments. We know everything. We have a spell for that as well. Like, seriously, that I don't know if we have, actually. D&D has a spell that allows you to detect evil. Or detect alignment, anyway. I think Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was the one that had the detect evil spell. But I'm not sure about that one either. Anyway, this is folly, says Harim. Still, you must decide what to do about this new faith in your lands. Tell me about Caden, then? No, it's the god... You don't... Oh, the Speaker of the Death. Sounds like a jolly old time. Jolly old time? Jolly good time. That's how I should say it. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can prioritize, I suppose, community and stability. Loyalty and stability. Community and stability. I'm okay with anything. This reduces loyalty, the first one, though. It's if I hadn't read that already a little bit, I would say it's probably pissing everybody off. Because that's how you would lose loyalty. Because if you anger somebody in favor of making somebody else happy, then it probably evens out the loyalty, wouldn't it? Let's see, I don't know. Anyway, I've never heard of these speakers of that. Who are they? Yeah, I probably want to ask that. Harim shakes his head. The world is full of amazing gods, Skiladel. Except for that Lamashtu, I don't like that one that much. But there are some strange things one should never touch. Yeah, we've seen... Harim, don't touch things. It's better, especially stranger state. Okay. The speakers of the depth, he says, may be harmless, or they may hold the key to the gate of destruction. We know what is the gate of destruction, Harim? What? Oh, I see what he means. The key to destruction. The gate is a metaphorical device here. He's saying that they might destroy everything. I see what you mean, Harim. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Anyway, death and oblivion await us all either way, he says. So, with a period and a dash. So why fear the inevitable and plot against those who are different from you? I mean, sure. It's one of those occasions where somebody agrees with you. Well, I'm going to agree with them anyway, with Harim. But not for the same reasons at all. Let's see. So I allow this preacher to profess his faith in my lands, and of course that reduces loyalty because he has no loyalty whatsoever. This preacher, it's also just one, so maybe that it would explain it. There's still not a whole lot of people that are of his faith, I suppose. I forbid this. Also, faith. Is it? I don't know if it's correctly used, but whatever. If the D&D uses it, then I suppose it's okay for this game to use it. I forbid this preacher to fill my subject's head with his rubbish. Throw him out, and I demand the preacher be executed. My God. Make him an example to others. So there's only one chaotic option over here, good or evil. That's of secondary concerns to me. I will allow this preacher to profess his faith in my lands. Your decision is merciful, says Harim. I shall inform... I bet the game thinks it's lawful good or something. I shall inform him that he has your permission. We really should abolish this whole thing about asking me for permission. That is effectively censorship. That is literally what censorship is. The asking of permission for this sort of stuff. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Balkan, for the things. Very much appreciated. A +2 enchantment on the weapons. That's nice.
The season of bloom was over. Its invasion of magical beasts stopped. Finally getting a break, it was time for us to restore the capital and count our losses.
Thank you, Lindsay. It was indeed time for such things as these that you speak of. I'm also exhausted, and also out of time for the day. So, and we have things to do in the kingdom. Of course we do. Lindsay, do you say anything? No, she does not. But we're out of time, as I was saying. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.